The human element Gann's psychological edge in trading discipline. This video directly addresses a critical, often overlooked aspect by traders who are already familiar with Gann's technical analysis from their previous experiences. It deepens their understanding by focusing on the psychological challenges inherent in applying these complex methods. After unpacking W.D. Gann's 24 timeless rule, we dissect how his emphasis on psychological discipline, not just market mechanics, formed the bedrock of his trading success. We illustrate how mastering one's own mind, particularly managing fear and greed, remains the ultimate differentiator in applying Gann's intricate methodologies to real-world market swings, from indices, stocks, commodities, currencies, and even Bitcoin. This video allows you to extend your expertise beyond mechanics into the vital area of trading psychology, providing a more holistic and advanced perspective. In a market where technical analysis tools are widely discussed, emphasizing the human element and psychological discipline offers a unique and highly relevant angle. It positions you as a guide not just for understanding market movements, but for mastering the personal fortitude required for consistent trading success, especially with current market volatility. What traders doesn't want to know? The average trader does not want to hear a painful truth. They want something in accordance with what they hope for. When they buy a stock, they believe all the news, rumors, views, and lies that are bullish. But let some report come out that is bad, or let someone tell something unfavorable about the stock he bought, and he refuses to believe it. It is the truth that will help him, and the truth that he should want to hear, not something that will build his hopes and cause him losses later. A trader, after he has made a mistake, says, "I am going to do different next time." But he doesn't. That is why we have old lambs in Wall Street to lead young lambs down the same lane to losses that the old lambs have followed. Real inside truth about losses in Wall Street is seldom ever told. Traders, big and little, always talk about their profits and brag about their successful trades, but keep quiet about their losses. Therefore, the innocent lambs, when he comes to Wall Street, is led to believe there is nothing but profits to be made, instead of hearing the other side of the story, how losses are made in Wall Street, which is a thing that will really help him and prevent him from making the same mistakes. The new lamb should know that failing to place a stop-loss order and overtrading have been the cause of 90% failures in Wall Street. Therefore, in order to make a success, he must act in a way to overcome the weak points which have caused the ruin of others. Human element, the greatest weakness. When a trader makes profits, he gives himself credit and feels his judgment is good and that he did it himself. When he makes losses, he takes a different attitude and seldom ever blames himself or tries to find a cause with him for the losses. He finds excuses, reasons with himself that the unexpected happened, and that if he had not listened to someone else's advice, he would have made a profit. He finds lots of ifs, ands, and buts, which he imagines were no fault of his. That is why he makes mistakes and losses the second time. The investor and trader must work on his own salvation and blame himself and no one else for his losses. For unless he does, he will never be able to correct his weakness. After all, it is your own acts that cause losses, because you did the buying and selling. You must look for the trouble within and correct it. Then you will make success, and not before. One of the main reasons why traders make losses is because they do not think for themselves and allow others to think for them and advise them, whose judgment is no better than their own. To make a success, you must study and investigate yourself. Unless you change from a lamb to thinker and seek knowledge, you will go the way of all lambs, to slaughter under the margin caller's axe. Others can only help you when you help yourself or show you how to help yourself. I can give you the best rules in the world and the best methods for determining the position of the stocks, and then you can lose money on account of the human element, which is your greatest weakness. You will fail to follow rules. You will work on hope and fear instead of facts. You will delay. You will become impatient. You will act too quickly, or you will delay too long in acting, thus cheating yourself on account of your human weakness, and then blaming on the markets. Always remember that it is your mistake that causes losses, and not the action of the market or the manipulators. Therefore, strive to follow rules, or keep out of speculation for you are doomed to failure.